Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to LEGO Indiana Jones 2. The adventure continues. Possibly the last recording we'll ever make here, because we've run into a incompletable issue at 65.5%. I don't think it has the fact to do that has anything to do with I have over 1 billion studs, but maybe. There is a very specific spot that I actually need to get to, and it's very close to one of the levels in Temple of Doom. So I can't actually do much more because there's this spot that if you get too close to it, it affects at least one race probably. It affects at least one character. It affects another character to unlock. So there's 2 characters of the 3 characters I believe very easily are not unlockable. It very well, because it affects a race, affects the final thing to do, the final vehicle to unlock, and that also affects one of the levels. So, like, I really can't do much of anything in Temple of Doom. So let's just move forward, right now at least. Let's move forward to the Last Crusade, 25.3%. We're gonna run around. We're gonna try to unlock everything. Hopefully we don't find anything that crashes. That would be highly unlikely, but who knows? This game seems to be falling apart at the seams more and more. Grail Knight. And then Donovan. 2 characters. I'm over 1 billion. This is almost certainly the reason why you don't want a score times 3 in your game. So I'm gonna try to do everything here, and my hope is that what happens is it fixes whatever the problem is in the Temple of Doom just by taking a moment and going to a different area and manipulating the save file in some way. Although how much is it really manipulating the save file, I don't know. I should look at my stud counts and see if this is going up. Yes, it's still going up, so that's not the total issue. And here we've got an explosive. Okay, that was weird. I'm just left looking at that fling of the... Right, so this was the level that specifically had all kinds of plants that had to be planted. My goal here is to... Let's see if that works. That's a bonus level. I tried everything to fix Temple of Doom, not for a very long time, because it was pretty obvious that nothing was gonna fix it, and the causes, what is breaking it can't really be manipulated too much. I lowered the resolution down to the default resolution. I turned off vertical sync. I didn't lower the quality on the texture to even lowers, but I seriously doubt that was gonna fix it either. Hard crashing like that pretty much is the kiss of death. Like, one little change here and there is not going to fix it. I could believe lagging. Like, if the game was just lagging, which it certainly has been doing a lot of that, that might be fixable. Although it isn't really fixable because, and the weirdest part about this is that when I started looking up it crashing to see if there might be a solution online, I just got comments of people talking about how it was lagging even on the Xbox 360 version. So even the 360 version, they just like, I guess, make bad versions of their games. Like no quality at all. There seriously should be like ramifications for these companies more. It really should come down to entire companies should go out of business for making and not supporting their games. Like, I'd hate to say it, but if TT Games got a letter from Valve, got a letter from an industry, maybe a separate industry party that just said, look, your games are buggy, we know they're buggy, we've gotten a bunch of complaints. There are no real consumer protection agencies in the United States that have any authority. It is very much buyer beware, which allows for this quality of product to be released and then never fixed. I mean, and look how low my standards are. It's like, I can forgive a bad product being released as long as they fix it. I shouldn't even forgive that. And this is, in a big way, kind of the problem with mass sales and supermarkets and giant corporations in general, is that in the old days when you had a general store and you had to stand by your product or refund it, that was your only one store. That the customer that you've just dissatisfied is one of maybe 100 customers you have at all. But now, if you go to Walmart and you're dissatisfied with the product, does that for a second make Walmart suffer or be upset? If you never shop at Walmart again, which you probably shouldn't anyways, but it doesn't hurt Walmart's bottom line at all, because Walmart has hundreds of stores and millions of customers, and so the balance of power of how much abuses can a large corporation do to its customers, which we've certainly seen that the case. Man, I really wish I knew where this music was coming from. And see, this is The Last Crusade, and I know there was this boat section. Wonder if it's in the air. Let's see, what is this building? I can't even tell what this is gonna be. Also, because we can't do the everything in Temple of Doom, that will also mean we can't do the super level. There we go. Unlock that. Let's try this. How's this go? Looks like there's mines here. This boat is slow. This is supposed to be a speedster? What in the world's going on? You're barely giving me enough time. The game is lagging. Oh, if only the game was lagging. And not crashing. Well, I probably lost. Alright. I hear like a Chewbacca. And let's see. It's probably not Chewbacca, it's probably a camel or something. Here's a guy. We can punch this guy and unlock him. He would be helpful. Come on. More needed. So we got a machine gun, soldier, and this needs something in it. Either something blown up or something. And what does this do? Just spins the thing. Let's see, this was the thing I was trying to blow up with the tank. And I need a sword character. Wait, I guess before I take the tank out, I should switch to the Holy Grail character. There's another camel. Let's see, this looks like this might be a race. It is, but it's a camel race. Not nothing to blow up over here, apparently. Firing at everything just in case there's something I missed. Oh, it is a timer thing. Darn it. I've fallen in the water. Which means I guess I need to try the race again. Where's that boat? Again, we have a boat moving very, very slowly. And I assume there's not a logic to hitting all of these. Like if I blow them all up, do I make an easier path? Or do I unlock something? Alright. So, what I'm thinking is fire here. I'm stuck on something. Why is my firing not working? Well, this is not going to work if I don't have the ability to fire. Oh good, it unlocked. There we go. And then back up here. I'm trying to accelerate with A, which I thought was working before, but it doesn't seem to be working now. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting controls here or if the game is literally changing the controls on me. Did I get him in time? Well, on that attempt, that's not gonna work. It's just not gonna happen. So let's do this. I need a guy with a bazooka, and then it would be so much easier. So this, and this. And then here we go to another bonus level. So X marks the spot. Here we have actually building the pathways instead of digging the pathways out of the ground, which is a much better Lego thing. Even though there is still kind of a problem with the Lego display here because they're showing these tiny little black and white strips of Lego in that pattern that I'm not sure Lego ever has made any pieces that look anything like that. That's a little weird. This should be a switch, not a whip thing. But whatever. And see, this is kind of a different version of the library as an experiment. And this is 2 players having to use their separate abilities. We've seen this in other bonus levels. It's not the worst idea, and it probably is something we've not noticed in other Lego levels, because I assume you would want to get a nice balance between using certain characters' abilities so one doesn't feel way more powerful than the others. Although I still very much argue that the game should just have one main character and like that's it, and they should get all the abilities and just get stronger and stronger like any other game. And we'll go ahead and jump because you have to jump over the lasers, I guess. Is that even really the case though? Because every other instance of jumping over lasers or walking into lasers didn't really hurt you. Is this cleared? Well, that somehow got broken at some point. So I can get back up here, that's nice. That solves an issue that we've been running into. Let's look over here. How long have we been playing? 19 minutes. Looks like there's another character. What's the point of this? Still running into a lot of things that don't make sense. They feel just like they're unfinished. And frankly, it's because they are. Like gondola. So we need somebody with a shovel, I bet, to ride in the gondola. Is there a gondola race anywhere? Well, I sure hope there isn't. Because if there is, that is going to be incredibly boring. Now I need one of the bad guys, and I've seen him over there. Not where I'd like him. This foreground bridge is slightly in the wrong place because it's easy to miss it. And this whole foreground walk area is just empty of things right now. I am looking for one blue thing, which with my luck it's gonna be a plant or something. It's gonna be something really, really small. Like you see this here and that there. And that's more than likely what it's going to turn out to be. The good news is that we're at 1.5 billion and we haven't crashed the game. We've seen a complete stop of the issue of it crashing as soon as we got out of that one area. Which isn't amazingly surprising. I mean, of course, if I don't continuously reproduce the actions that caused the crash in the first place, I would be able to, I wouldn't crash. At least one would hope that that's the case. I can't make it up this side. Really? Why, game? Why are you doing this to me? And the other guy can make it up. Fine. Ooh, almost made it there. There we go. But we need an explosive guy really badly. This is a bazooka guy. Exactly what we were. You're exactly what we were looking for. Let me take you out with my sword. Now, I'm not sure if the bazooka actually, if I blow him up with the bazooka, that counts towards the unlock. There we go, bazooka trooper. You're exactly what we wanted. And see, I know there's a, thing here to unlock. As far as the Zeppelin. But I also want to come get the rest of this. Get as much of this done as possible. So I'm gonna probably end up going back and forth a little bit. You unlock this. And then you purchase the staff car. So there's 2 more vehicles, and I'm not sure how many bonus levels we found. 2, so there's 3 more bonus levels sitting around somewhere. Let's see. Is there anything explosive or... So this is actually very helpful to run around with the bazooka and just go wild with it, because I don't really know what I'm supposed to do to get the blue brick. So this helps a lot. And this is one of these cannonballs. These weird cylinders that I'm not sure Lego ever made cylinders like this. And he shot me, so put this one down and purchase this guy. Ready yet? Enemy guard down. I still have a decent amount of characters I need to unlock. See, there's a whole section up there that I don't know about. See, I don't... Without just either climbing up there or parachuting up there, that seems inaccessible. What's this? It's like there's... I thought there was something there. I guess not. Run this way. I may have to question some of these races. I'm not sure I've done them all. It'll be easier to run into this level, and then so you need a character with a wrench to complete this level. You need a character with a shovel to complete this level. So that's good to know. And all I really wanted was to get Indy's father, Henry Jones, first. Trying as fast as possible to be done with this. I suppose we'll have to do kind of regular check-ins with the Temple of Doom. Like, just see if maybe at the end of every recording, as we'll just see if it still crashes the game. We'll give it the old college try, I suppose. That's one fair way to attempt it. Let's see, this guy needs to unlock this. It's a nice little Lego Zeppelin plane. Not a ton of pieces there. There's another bonus level. But I mean, you could certainly scale it up and do more, but not terrible for what I would call probably a non-expert scale. They don't really have levels below expert. If it's expert, it's about as good as it's ever gonna get, and then technically, I guess that you might argue that's not even true, because there's expert level for what Lego creates, and then there's my own creations, which are almost always way more expert. Way more pieces and studs are used, and in weirder and more detailed ways. Alright, so this goes here. And what am I trying to do with the... Like, I'm not trying to throw this up there, am I? Why would I... what is the game doing? So we've got the sword. And no place for where the sword goes. We've got this vent. And nothing that activates the vent. We've got this explosive. Okay. The sword goes there. And I guess that gives us another thing to throw up there. And then this. And then this. And, ooh, this is an interesting idea. So you Lego whip that one, then you Lego whip this one, then you're a little bit higher. It's a cool idea. It's not fully implemented perfectly, because it was a little difficult for that to be immediately obvious that that's what they were planning on asking you to do. So I get the 3 lasers, and then that gives me the fan, and then we have another whip thing, and at this point there's too many whip things. They needed a second switch or something. There's too many switches, there's too many whip things. And I bet they were specifically trying to not have multiple variants of the same things, because they're creating these creator levels. That would certainly make a lot of sense. One more jump. 4 jumps is a little too much. Like I said, 4 jumps is a little too much. Question is, can I make 2 jumps per edge here? Yes, I can. Good. Another bonus level done. Alright. Good thing I still have my explosive guy. What is this gonna build? Nothing? Apparently? Oh, it's some kind of rocket powered thingamajig. Is this just a joke against Nazi missiles never working? Is that what that was? Hop in the Zeppelin. Alright, so you get in the Zeppelin, and then you're right over here, and then I want to be right on top of this castle. And it didn't give me any trouble, so thank goodness for that. All of these. Like, there's another... Is that an elephant call? What in the world did that just... Oh, it's supposed to be a place that causes an avalanche with the... with a elephant sound instead of a... Like, is that... It's not yodeling, is it? Is that what that's called? Yodeling? Alright. I see a couple of things back here, which tells me, have these all been set? And this isn't a bonus level. Interesting. So I've got the 2 cannons here, and I've got the 4 cannons here, and they're all set. And there's... Oh, I've got to explode them all now, I guess. I suppose this was what they wanted us to do. Alright. So down we go and explode the remaining cannons. What's weird there is I don't think that did anything. This gives us another bonus level, though. So, how long have we been playing? 36 minutes. Ooh. Weird. Let's hurry up and get through this, I suppose. Or I could just end the recording right here and move forward, but that would not be very fun. So. And then make these jumps. Get a sword. You know what? I could probably just throw the sword from this point. That works fine. What was that gun? This is just one of those gun levels again. Pick up a key. Die. There's a level of blurriness showing up in that quicksand. It's interesting, the game is having trouble, it seems, rendering it. Or something, I don't know. I don't even know what it's doing. It's just getting really blurry. Let's kill these guys and... I think before I can do anything else I need to shoot these guys away. Can I jump and shoot? There we go. Fire. 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 Got it. Fire. This is a pretty tough one, because you do have to get it at an angle and get it in between. And you only have like 6 shots, so timing is going to be kind of a factor. Like there. Hey, I got it. Got lucky is what I really did. And release. I really don't like these levels though, because it's just around this concept that the gun mechanic actually works, which is just untrue. Oh man, really? Well, I guess that was supposed to be an amazing set of events there, and it didn't really work that way. It should have been scripted. And the game lags. Quite a long lag there too. And then here's our second lag for good measure. See. And you've got to dismount that horse just right. Just right, just right. Alright, so I don't really care to go out to the main level. Hey, we're at 2 billion now. And find out what percentage we are done. We still can see there's one more vehicle to unlock, and there's several characters to unlock. So there's definitely some more work we need to do. Plus there's one blue brick that I've got to find wherever that is. As always, I ask you to like, Oh wait, we were going to actually go to the main level though. So I guess we will see. I know we're going long, but it's worth testing this every time, I suppose. So one of the weird things about the crashing here is kind of where it put me, particularly. So I'm not going to try and cheat anything. I'm not going to try to work around it. I'm just going to try to get in the area and see if it crashes. And it does. So that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.